Hey, Faith. Oh, shit. Hey, you guys. Thank you guys for coming through. As it says in the title, this right here is going to be an interview with the one and only Oshay Duke Jackson. I'm so excited. Those of y'all who've been following me, y'all know I love me some Oshay, and he's agreed to come over and just have a little discussion. It's a lot going on right now. It's up to him whether. Thank you. Welcome, Go Professor. It's your first time over here. Welcome. Hi, Viper Sniper. It's good to see you. So I think he has a lot to say. So you guys, you know how I do. I always get started with a little bit of music. I didn't want to come up in here late, so just bear with me. I still got to hook up some things. Can you guys hear me? I still got to hook up some things, so just hold tight, okay? I'll be right back. God damn. Let me ask y'all something. Let me ask you guys something. If you can hear me, I won't even bother with the mic. We'll just do it solo dolo. Can you guys hear me pretty good? Because I don't want to even waste the time to fight with the mic right now. Am I clear? Am I loud? Am I loud and clear? Type of one if I'm okay. If the sound is all right. Okay. So I don't need the mic? All right. I'll try and speak up, okay? Welcome, all you guys. Welcome, Cut to Your Chase. It's your first time being here. Welcome. Good to see you, Chris G. Um, but y'all know how I do. I love music, so I'm going to get started with some music. Just give me a second. I mean, we got to do that. It's the GOAT. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Viper. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. What did I have for you guys? Welcome, you guys. Welcome, 3000 Degrees. Just give me a little second, okay? I'm trying to get some things together. I wanted to share some footage with you guys. This was kind of last minute, so I apologize. Let's see. All right. So, all right, you guys. Hold on. So, this is what I'm going to do. Fuck all that. I ain't had time to hook that up, y'all. I rushed to get home when he agreed to do this interview, so I'm just going to talk to y'all. But normally, y'all know I start with a little music. I start with a little something, something. But right now, I think it's more important that we deal with the freaking, with the interview and what's going on now. Hey, Chaos Rain. So I'm gonna acknowledge you guys, and then we'll get started. Okay? I'm sure he'll be in soon. I'm gonna drop this link. I don't want anybody to hit the link except Oshay right now. If at the end of our interview, if one of you guys want to question him or whatever, have a dialogue with him, that's fine. The way I do it over here, because I don't like people to feel like they're being, which O'Shea, there's no problems, but the way I do it over here is one person at a time. So after me and O'Shea have our interview, if you guys want to come up, ask a question, make a comment towards him, you can do that at the end, okay? But one at a time, just ask your question, make your statement, and then hop off, let somebody else get on, okay? So I'm going to drop the link, but this is only for Mr. Jackson. Hey there, it's good to see you. Hi, Mind's Eye. So I know all of you guys know about what's been going on. Like I always say, let's get it from the horse's mouth. So that's what we're trying to do here today, okay? But let me acknowledge you guys as you come through. All right, so we got the Faith Factor, the one and only Faith, Viper Sniper, Gold Professor. Thank you so much, brother. Walter Sniper, good to see you. Cut to the chase, good to see you. I will. Chris G, good to see you. Let me see. Gold Professor says it's not my first time here, but thank you for the welcome. Okay, well, it's good to see you. Okay, I guess I'll let you up, Chaos, but I'm waiting for O'Shea.
What channel?
What's that?
Hey, what's up? O'Shea's gonna come on your channel?
Yes.
And if he
Like,
comes on your channel, you're gonna get 1K subscribers today.
you know, you're so
Ooh.
silly, Chaos. You're so
No,
silly.
listen, girl. You're able to get. Wait, why I got echo? What's going on here, man?
Huh?
That's I shot my YouTube. Why I have echo? Okay. Now I was saying, I see the title. I say, really interesting. What y'all gonna discuss?
Well, I've been, okay, so let me just give you a background. Some people know, some people don't know. I absolutely adore Oshay Duke Jackson. I do. I've talked about it several times over here, his work ethic, and what a hard-working YouTuber he is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a great admiration for him. So I've actually been trying to get him over here for a year. Um, so I was really excited when he agreed to come. So yeah, and I'll let you guys know a little bit more about our background. A little bit. It's not much to it. I just been following him for a long time, and but one thing a lot of people don't know, and I've tried to kind of hint at this, is that this channel here, even though it's small, I
Mm-hmm.
pretty much look at all you guys the same, like the Faith Factor, Gold Professor. I'm not one of those people that clout chases over subscribers. Either I like you or I don't. And I like him. I generally like him. I like what he's done as far as building up the manosphere. Yeah, I come against some of these guys, but that's one thing I like about him. He's well known for his putting people with opposite opinions against one another. We don't all have to agree, so I respect him. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm so glad to see you over here. And make sure, you guys that don't know, if I haven't given you, this is the way it works over here for me. You got to come in the chat at least twice. I got to see you over here at least 2 to 3 times before you get a wrench. But if you have a wrench, most of the people over here are YouTubers, and you want to drop your links, I do not mind. Okay. To tell you the truth, he hit me up a while ago, and I just wasn't ready at the time. So I'm hoping he could still come through, because as we got to get ready.
Well,
But go ahead, Chaos.
well, normally what he does now. Why I got my phone? Let me just see why is that? Let me check them out. No, that's not me. You got anything open, MJ? Come here,
Let's,
a feedback. Oh wait, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
oh,
All right. I was gonna
okay.
say this. I was gonna say this. One thing what Oshi does now, he does the recordings, but the interviews they put it as premiere, which is excellent, and it's very under 30 minutes. No, 30 would go higher, be better. But some of them have been interesting. I'm not sure if you've been following some of the last few interviews he has done. I think he had one with George with the women and and the marriage. I don't know if you catch that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was excellent. So some good uploads he has done so far. So this is gonna be very interesting. I'm not sure what he's gonna lay out here, but I'm telling you, he's gonna draw a crowd. Mahogany, he's gonna
I
bring that
know
heat.
that, and
He's
I'm
gonna bring
glad that
that six rings. You know what I'm saying? When you say you got to kiss all six.
it's so silly.
We all know the actual Godfather that has the bigger channel, but say for O'Shea, we're gonna give you six rings because to be the GOAT, you gotta have six championship rings, and I think you have that, O'Shea. You know.
I'm gonna drop it again, and then I'm gonna check my email, okay? Because like I said, um, I kind of
Well,
got here a little late. I wish I had, given you guys a little bit more time. But keep on talking. Talk
yeah,
away.
yeah. So talk a little bit before he gets up here.
Okay.
Um, I've created somewhat of a series with another young woman that does do content on YouTube, but me and her collaborate and we talk about, I guess, sex in a way. I don't know if you caught some of our episodes. We're gonna go down the line as it intensifies,
Uh
on
huh. Uh huh.
YouTube. I try do it in a way where it's not too, I guess, explicit
Uh
visually.
huh.
So it's something new that me and her were doing. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be good with this series. And if it does well, maybe I will separate the channel. Possibly, we'll see. Right now, it's a trial run. And right now it's picking up the views, so that's a good sign. As you know, on here, the bigger, stronger views I have, besides a little small controversy, is the sex thing. And I've noticed that it's a taboo in the community, but I have come to realization after I spend lengthy streams on it that me and her had this talk. I come to the conclusion, said, yeah, maybe I should create this a whole episode and just let it play out and see how it works. Because I know
Mhm.
that that's something that I don't focus on. I try to talk about other things, to mix up a little bit. But I've noticed on this platform, if you want to get a different result, you have to do something different, without the
That's
vision. Because
that's
most we do right now, we're not really doing cut and paste actual videos per se. We could, but then again, you have to take content that's not yours, make it and make it some of yours. And I never really was my focus when I first did YouTube.
yes.
So that I had to be somewhat original to the best possible. Okay, my focus even on YouTube. So when I used to do the shows on the other channel and I upload it on here, that's something that I've been doing content as podcasting for a couple years. You know, and
Yes.
it's challenging doing radio podcast before I did free conference call than the YouTube now. It's a
Okay.
transition. Go ahead.
Chaos. Chaos. O'Shea, they were keeping me some company because I was
All
late.
right, so I'm gonna
Um.
drop down. 'Cause we're not gonna stay up here.
We'll find out where we're at.
Oh, he said you could go ahead and finish chaos.
Oh yeah, so that's the direction I'm doing now. So right now, the man's here. Start this interview, Mahogany. Hey, oh shit! I told us that you're the man with the six rings. I tell them they must kiss the ring. They must kiss all six, not one. And say, yo, niggas, kiss this. Wait, next ring. Next, how many? Shut the fuck up. Kiss the next ring. All six. There you go. Now go your business. Shoot, shoot. You know.
Thank you, chaos. I'm gonna let you back up
All
later.
right.
And I got the beautiful Faith. Faith Factor. Did you want to say anything real quick?
Real quickly, because I'm going to drop down. I didn't know that he was going to come so fast, but I just wanted to say, Mahogany, you are looking beautiful, girl. Oh my goodness, you are glowing. And
Thank
also,
you.
this is a treat for me because two of my favorite YouTubers are on the screen. I love O'Shea. Everybody knows that I absolutely adore O'Shea.
Star name, girl.
O'Shea is the GOAT. I'm sorry. Hands down, the godfather of YouTube. I know you guys give it to Kevin Samuels, but to me, O'Shea is the GOAT. And on top of that, he always reaches back and he has helped so many different YouTubers. I mean, I have lost count of the number of people that this man has reached back and helped. And there's not a lot of other YouTubers that can say that. So, O'Shea, definitely salute to you, brother. Keep on. keeping on, and congratulations on just being 2 courses away from graduation. I knew that you can do it, brother. Thank you.
I'm gonna be stunting. I'm gonna call you when I do it. I'm definitely gonna call you and let you know because they're gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna have them so mad.
Hey, let the
I'm
haters
already getting
roast.
my bank hit. I've been practicing.
Let the haters roast. Let them hate.
That's
All
right.
right. Well, I'm gonna drop down and let you guys get to your interview.
Okay. Thank you so much, Faith. Welcome,
What's going on?
O'Shea. Well, O'Shea, I'm so glad that you're here. I've been wanting to do this. I've been telling the people that I've been wanting you over here forever. Everybody knows how I feel about you. Um, it's so funny that she called in because I was going to tell her, like, oh, I guess who I got over here. But anyway, um, so O'Shea, everybody knows who you are. Do you want to give an introduction? Do you want to say anything, or you just want me to jump straight in with the questions?
Okay, so glad to be here. Am I echoing?
I hope it's not me. Let me. I don't think you're echoing. You guys type something in the chat. Type a
Am I
one.
echoing?
I don't think so.
Okay. So my name is Oshay Duke Jackson. Um, I've been in the black sector of black YouTube since 2015. I'm more associated with being what is considered now a black manosphere YouTuber. So I'm in that sector, but I also dibble and dabble in what is known as some of the pro-black communities, the Pan-African content. So those are the two communities that I deal with. But most primarily, I deal with the manosphere, the black manosphere content.
Right. So I know, like I said, I've been following you a while, so I know a little bit of your background. You've said it before, but I want to start from the very beginning. So you've said that you started on YouTube back in 2015. You've
Yes, ma'am.
talked, yes, you've talked about your humble beginnings. What, but when you started, you didn't really start out with the manosphere. What was your vision when you first came on? What did you want to accomplish?
I didn't want to accomplish shit. To be honest, like some of the video, sometimes you make videos you wish you could take back. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
when I first started, I was just saying whatever I felt on my mind at the time. Like I didn't realize that I was going to end up being a YouTuber. I
Hmm.
was just like saying how I felt about just. I was just doing it because cause see, I had just got fired in 2014 toward the end, so I started making YouTube content like right after that, and the internet was a little bit different at that time. So from like December 2015 to like December 2014 to September 2015, I was unemployed.
Hmm.
So um, I was collecting an unemployment check, but I was trying to find my way. And then I got into medical school by luck. I wouldn't say by luck, but by a really good opportunity by February 2015. So from that time, I was just like nothing to do. So I started like just creating a channel, and I would make a video every now and then. I didn't know nothing about monetization. I didn't know anything about any of that stuff at that time.
Hmm.
So I didn't really have no expectation of making any money or becoming a YouTuber. That's something that I grew into, but
Hmm.
I was just giving my opinions, and if niggas watched it, I just didn't care. I was just saying something. So how I felt. I uploaded it, put it on my phone, and there you go.
And I think, to be honest, in my opinion, I think that's what draws people to you is you're kind of like just real. You're not. People can tell that you're not pretending that you're something that you're not, and I think that's why people gravitate to. I know that's why I did. I was like, "Who is this talking all this shit?" And I'm a shit talker, so I was like, "Okay, I can rock with him." But
Yeah.
yeah. So you didn't really have that. When did you realize that you had a gift for for bringing people together? Because you really have in this space.
Well, I guess see, like all my life, I always like working with people. Especially in the black community because I was I always been able to deal with different people's personalities, like the gangster, the nigga that brag a lot, the shiesty niggas. So like all of those people I already knew. I grew up with those kind of people in my life. So that wasn't really no big issue for me. But on the space, I always been appreciative, even as a young man, of other black people's talents and gifts. So that kind of stuff never bothered me. If I ever saw a brother that was real good at something, I was like, damn man, this nigga's good, And I always admired people that was smart or talented. I just, if they was like that, I always gave them props. And there was never no reason for me to be mad at them about that. So because, like I just was born with those kind of soft skills, I guess. So
Mhm.
I always been able to work with people who was better than me at everything, or better than me at some things, or not better than me at all. And it's just been something I like to do. I like to be around talented people. Whether it's in person in line, it don't bother me. Like some people that's insecure, it bothered them. You know what I mean? And it don't bother me like that. If you better than me at something, or you really good at something, that I like people like that. I like opinionated people. I like people who, stand on their square. I like people who see things different than me. That's just the kind of person I've always been. So
Mhm.
and when you're like that, it's easy to bring people together because you don't hate on nobody. And I have a lot of friends right here on Faith. I didn't talk to her before on the phone. Faith is crazy. Like she would really fuck somebody up. So I get along with most people. You can't get along with everybody, but it's just I always try to see the good in people, and I go from there.
I honestly feel like, even though I don't know you, I feel like that's what I have in common with you, because I'm the same way. Hey Mela, hey you guys that are coming in. Um, so I've got a lot of questions for you. People who don't know, and if you don't know, you must be under a rock. This right here is the GOAT. I'm going to keep on saying it to the day I die. This is the GOAT of this is the GOAT of YouTube in this area. Manosphere is made up of more than him, of course, but this dude right here pulled it all together. And so my thing is, a lot of these people right now, everybody knows that you're kind of in the middle of a beef, and we'll address it later. I really want to make this interview more about you than that. But you have gotten a lot of criticism. But the thing of it is, a lot of these people that are criticizing you wouldn't even be, if it weren't for you, they would be non-existent. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, what kind of criticisms? Can you give me an example? I
Oh
get a
yeah,
lot of them. Just give me an example of the ones you
yeah.
want me to deal with.
One of the ones I've heard, and shout out to Jessica X for setting this straight, is that you put, this is the manosphere, and you put women on. But she came up front and said that's not true. You had an open panel, she jumped on the panel, literally one or two times. But the rumor has been that you've been putting women on in this space, and that's not true.
No, I wouldn't say in this space. Like for example, one of my favorite YouTubers, believe it or not, is Paris Milan.
Paris Milan.
So I'm crazy about Paris Milan, and me and Paris Milan are you would never think that me and Paris Milan would ever have anything to do with each other based on our content.
Right.
But I love Paris. Like seriously, like I'm crazy about Paris Milan.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with different YouTubers in, let's say, the spaces. Like if you want to talk about like Irene Yvette or something like that, I've worked with different YouTubers. Sure, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. But as far as bringing them into the manosphere space, I wouldn't say that because niggas always want to have a beef with me about something. The
Mm-hmm.
the women that are doing good over here, let's say, um, let's say Nicole Michelle, she already had like 100,000 subscribers on Facebook. When I had met her, Irene Yvette, I brought her into Black YouTube, but she don't even talk about stuff like that. So the thing about it is a lot of guys in this space are not so good. So when the girls come in and they get a whole different market, and so the guys start watching them instead of the men, because it is harder for men to have a channel on Black YouTube. That is much harder. But when the women come in and start doing good, then the guys get mad at me, and then and I can't help it if don't nobody watch you. They don't watch you because they don't watch you. That's not my fault. So I mean, niggas always gonna have something to say about me because that's just how life goes. You know what I mean? So I don't really pay too much attention. That's just what they do.
Exactly. And the thing of it is, it's almost as if, like you said, these people already were doing their thing when you met them. So I don't see how that's a put on. But it's almost as what I feel like, and you correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's a certain group of followers in this space that just do not want to see women, period, have a voice, which is unrealistic because YouTube is big, and so women are on YouTube. They're not going anywhere. What do you say about that?
Okay, so the thing about it is when in the manosphere, what guys are going to think is that women don't need to have a voice over here. Like guys don't believe it's okay for them to have a voice, but they don't need to have a voice over here. Meaning that okay, you have so many women dominated spaces. You know, you got Own, you got Ebony, you got Essence, you have all these other situations. So because black men don't have anything of their own, why would you bring women into our space and then let them have a voice on our space? So that's the argument of most guys. Like keep those women out of the space. And don't get me wrong, I understand it and I get that. But the situation is like this, and I gotta be real. When you do a lot of black men dominated stuff, nobody watches it. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Samuels, I'm gonna use him as an example because he's a very intelligent man. Okay, Kevin Samuels came in as a fragrance and lifestyle coach, and he was doing it for all nationalities and just anybody who wanted the service. Okay, so then he came into the manosphere and he was really agreeing with some of the things he actually felt that. And so he started trying to cater his content towards the audience that was there because the things that like me and Sidian and even I got to give props, Angry Man in the beginning, those guys were the ones that believed that the market could be monetized. They believed that black male market could be monetized. And it was really their idea that you can get really Obsidian's idea. Angry Man kind of followed that you can get support for your content on a major scale. That's something that I didn't. I adopted that from them. But when I came in, I was like, they were like Peter, I was like Paul, right? But when you try to create things for black men, it's so hard to monetize it. And then like Kevin Samuels tried to do a show for a black men, Shark Tank, things like that. Brothers don't even want to watch that. But then once you get women that call into his show, see, Kevin Samuels don't even let niggas call into a show no more like that because why? You know what I mean? Because when you try to make things for guys, they don't appreciate it. So it's not really, you can't even really get on until the women come in and start trying to support what you're doing. And then they call in, and that's how you get viral because you can't do it really in the space. So it's like, all right, if we do things for you, then it's very limited. You don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? The only content you want to talk about is that content, which is antagonizing against women. If you have anything that's positive about black men doing something, you're gonna go broke in this sector. You know what I'm saying? Like even me, for staying power, I switched to. I mean, I was doing all right. When I switched to celebrity, that's when the money started like whoop 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 whoop. Okay, now I'm dragging celebrities. Now me and Deem are dragging celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So we started dragging celebrities. That's when all the money really came in. When I was dealing with the issues that we have, and don't get me wrong, I still stay true to those, and I do the celebrity junk from that point of view. But without the women, you won't get no support. If you're not talking shit about women, if you're not trying to roast a woman in a debate, or if you're not talking about having sex with women, these niggas not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna listen to you. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. And they're not gonna financially support you. That's the truth. So if you don't go any of those routes, they're not gonna support what you're talking about. That's the truth.
Right. Great explanation, and I wanted, the reason I went there is because I've heard you say that before, and I just want people to hear you say that that's what it is. We're not in a bubble, so you do what you have to do to get your support, and there's nothing wrong with it. In real life, we have to work with the opposite sex. We have to commute with the opposite sex. So come on now. Something else I wanted to ask you, Oshay, is, so I want to play devil's advocate. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, let's get into it. So I've been, like I said, been watching you for a long time. I've seen beefs happen. You get into beefs with other people. What do you
Mhm.
have to say with people that are claiming that this is, a part of what you do? I know that that's a lie because I know you've helped more people than anything. But what do you have to say about those people?
I mean, being in the black sector of YouTube comes with those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like beefs, roasts. Like, let's be honest, I have had my share of those. I mean, there's one in particular that was really long. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that was drawn out over a year. This situation right here ain't gonna be over a week. You know what I mean? Because that's a few videos and that's gonna be it for me, at least on my side. But yeah, I've had my share of back and forth with Tommy Sotomayor, back and forth here with certain people. It's been light work. Even Alan Roger Curry light work. Man of Tomorrow here and there. Manosphere 3.0. I mean, but that was over real quick. But there's some truth to it. I've had my share of beefs, and if you in the black sector of YouTube, you gonna have of beefs. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna have their share of beefs, and I could do a better job of managing it. I mean the last year I've been doing a really good job. I mean I'm in a little situation right now, but I mean like I said, it comes. I'm an aggressive person. I have aggressive personality. Um, that's just kind of how it is. But yeah, like, is that a part of what I do all the time? No. But that's a part of that's what a part of my resume has been a little bit is yeah, I'm known for this beef with this person, known for the beef with that person. But I mean, that's if a person want to reduce me down to that, so be it. Because I've worked with over 200 YouTubers in America and Africa. I've done my body is work on Black YouTube is one of the best body of works that I think anybody got as far as content creation.
Hmm. I want to say this too before we read Gold Professor's comment. It comes like you just said. It comes with the territory. This is a roughneck type of territory.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, it is.
yeah, as long as and especially if you're successful, you're gonna get that. So here we go. Go Professor says, I'm gonna give some pushback on that, O'Shea. If your purpose is building a connection with each other, black men with black men, then it doesn't involve the women. Humbly expressed, good sir. So we're all entitled to our opinions. I'll let O'Shea get that one.
Like I said, um, I'm trying to figure out the best way to respond to what he's saying. So he has a point, right? That if your purpose of building a connection with each other,
Mhm.
that's true. That is one of the purposes. But we got to understand that it costs. YouTube is a what? It's a business. Okay. We got to be honest about that. YouTube is a business. This microphone is a business. This laptop is $3,000. Hello? Oh, I'm still here. So you know what I
Yeah, you're
mean?
here.
And you have to, and then also you have to find where they're at. If you have a video called Building with Black Men, nobody's gonna watch that. Okay. You have to get your message across and be creative because this is what brothers they like drama. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas like drama, bro. So I get what you're saying, but you have to do it in different ways. I have the Hall of Game podcast. We bring the brothers together to do the Hall of Game. We have to specify things or relate to things in certain situations to get people to watch what we do. And the brother is actually right. You know what I mean? But that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, a part of men's content in what black, white, Latino is talking shit about women. Like we niggas love talking shit about women, talking shit about each other. That's something that we do in our culture. Most cultures do it, but African American men, we like to roast. We like talking shit about women. We like talking shit about simps. That's part of what we do too. So brothers want to be entertained at the same time. And that is building connection through that. And then once you can get brothers interested in one form of your content, that might be the key to bring him into something else. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
I love the way you answered that. And just if O'Shea's willing, I know his time is limited, you guys, but if he's willing, go Professor, if
Mm.
you want to stick around and you want to ask that question or clarify it or whatever, you can. We're going to go through this. So, like I said, I know your time is limited.
I got about like 30, I got about 30 to 40 minutes. I can rock for a little longer. Go ahead.
I appreciate that, and this way you guys will get a chance to chat with the goat. Um, there's some more comments, so let me see what's going on. Chef Disaster, he says the problem is only entertain women and don't even give bros a second look. Um, what do you think about that? Did you want to say anything about that?
Well, I would say that the brother has a point. It's very few spaces or YouTubers in our sector that a new brother can come on to and get on. I'm one of the few. Like I had a brother that just emailed me. He's incarcerated for 23 years, and the brother wants me to do an interview with him on a smartphone. Like he can't show his face, but he like, I'm one of the few people that might take up an interview like that, right? But he's right. Entertaining women is where, I mean, let's be honest, man. Like people on YouTube, this is like, I hate to say this, but this is a business too. Okay. This is a business. If you want to do well on YouTube, reaction videos, if you can do that, response videos, the hot things, trending topics, that's a business. When you talk about, investing and building up with other content creators, that takes a lot of energy. You don't really know who you're dealing with. And not everybody is built to do that. There's certain guys who do that. I do that, right? Like there's certain guys, like I have 120,000 subscribers. Like no shade on her, but she has 800. Most people are like, nah, I'm not gonna go over there. Like, but that's how most niggas are like. That's how it is on Black YouTube. So, dealing with other brothers out there that are trying to come up in the space, unfortunately, I can't save everybody or help everybody come into the business. I try to help as many people as I can, but he has a point because the thing about it is, entertaining women is where the money's at. You have brothers now that are doing female only calling shows, and look at how much money those things make. Like if I can make, all right, very few guys. Minister Jack, he's the only guy that has like a call-in show, which is the German Shepherd series, which that shit is hilarious, right? I mean, like the dogs barking and shit like that. But unless you real creative like that, you know what I'm saying, and you could pull it off like Jack, you have to be really creative to get black men to really support what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Really creative.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of guys are doing women calling shows because guys are more interested into seeing how women feel about issues versus hearing how men feel about issues. So she's right. You know what I mean? So, if you're a YouTuber and you want to get paid for what you do, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do what your analytics tell you to do. You're gonna do what the business is gonna tell you to do. And if the business says produce more of this, then guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna produce more of that. Because the brothers that will tell you, like, oh man, you need to make more business content. You will make more business content for them, and them niggas won't even watch it. For example, I have a channel called Ken Ghana. Some of you might be familiar with it. Now, it's not so exciting because it's a Pan-African channel, but I'm really big in the agribusiness sector in East Africa, or trying to be big in that, producing that kind of content, right? So when we get the brothers, I pay for consultations for the experts to come in and talk to our people about piggery, poultry, things like that, things that are going on in Africa. You put on the community tab, man, we want to see this, we want to see that. When the video drops, 500 views, 400 views. But then you put, the white man called this black girl the N-word on the train station in New York City, 10,000 views. You know what I'm saying? So what is a person who's in this business that's trying to monetize, or you need to monetize, what are you going to do? Are you going to produce content? If you have, like I said, some people, this is their business. Like for me, it's a big part of my business. I'm not going to sit around and produce content for, people that's not going to watch it. That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you do that, you're going to be out of business. And people are in YouTube business, especially right now during coronavirus, to make money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how it is. Nobody's going to be on here just doing this shit just for the love. Like, no, nigga, people got bills, right? It could cost money. You have like my team, my production team is $6,500 a month. That's what I pay per month for thumbnails, for the production, niggas that come shoot me, all that stuff. That costs money. All what I do costs money. So I'm not gonna sit here all day and I'm gonna be out of business, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. O'Shea, there's someone in the back. Do you know someone named the Corrupt Author?
No.
I before I let you up, Corrupt Author, because at the end I am going to let you guys talk to O'Shea. I just want to say a couple of things to O'Shea. First of all, like I said, I've been sitting and watching you, and you are the truth. And the thing of it is that's all they really have to do is sit back and watch you and watch some of these other people that are hating on you. I want you, before I let anybody up here, to explain the situation that's going on now with you and Saint the Sinner. I want, so this way it's very clear where you stand with the situation and why you did what you did, which was in defense of your reputation and your good name. And I'll be quiet.
Yeah, so basically, the Saint and the Sinner, this is like a new guy. I guess you would say he's a life coach type of dating coach. He's kind of one of those guys that he kind of petitions himself to be a very paternalistic guy. Like, you know, he comes off with the aura like, I have your answers and nobody, and a lot of these other guys are fake and I'm the truth. Kind of like a Jehovah Witness, you know, like we're the God's true religion type shit. So he kind of has that kind of mentality into his followers. And so he spends a lot of time with the guys he's trying to compete against, tearing them down to make them look bad in other ways to make himself look good. Now, the guy is smart. You know, he's a very articulate man. You know what I mean? I don't really have no personal issue with the dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a, you know, he's a funny, he can be a funny guy here and there. But so he came after Kevin Samuels. So then he was coming after a lot of niggas. Steph is cold, AMS, just a whole bunch of stuff that I saw. Like, if you really good at what you do, that's hating, right? Like, why would you have to do? It's kind of like that new type of content where you gotta tear everybody else down that's being more successful than you are to come up in the same space. And the guy says he's a millionaire. The guy says he's very successful. That just doesn't sound like what successful people do. A person who's a real millionaire doesn't do shit like that. I know some millionaires. None of them move like that, where they're coming in hating on other people in a different space, trying to charge money and sell books and sell clothes because they're seeing other guys do it, so they want to hate on guys. The guy's a hater, all right? So somebody in the Black Men's Travel group put up a picture of him with this girl. Now, he was talking a lot of shit about how these girls in Brazil looked. But at the same time, he's taking the camera and having his girl put the video on them, right? And what they look like. But when somebody took a picture of somebody that saw him on YouTube, took a picture of him on the beach, and you saw what the girl that he was with looking like, looks the same, if not worse, than the girls that he was putting on the camera in Brazil he was talking about. So what that showed me was automatically you're a fraud. So you going around here hating on other people, but you talking about what other people look like and their chicks, but look who the chick you with. She looks just as bad as those chicks. So, you know me, I already didn't like the nigga no way. Celebrity junk time. Was good, everybody. And you know, I smacked him, you know, across the you know what I'm saying? I knew he was gonna clap back. I didn't know he was gonna do all this other soft ass shit, you know, like you know, get my dad's information confused with mine, and then going talking about I'm a sodomist and I got little kids and all other type of shit, which isn't true. You know what I'm saying? You know, making up shit like that. But all that is to say because he's mad because we found out that he ain't who he said he was. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga got to start lying, making threats, he got goons, he gonna send niggas after you in Africa, you know, all this phony shit. Like, this is a nigga that say he a millionaire, he a CEO. No real nigga that got money talks like that. You know what I'm saying? So just face the facts. Nigga, you're a hater and you got caught with the struggle, Becky. Own it. That's what you dealing with. She had on the Payless church sandals. It's all good. You know what I mean? But his response is, you know, send all these little fake ass trolls towards me. It really ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? But if you out here damaging and lying on people, calling them pedophiles or stuff like that, because it's what it is that I proved that he's a fake. He been saying everybody else is a fake. I proved that he is a fake. Because if he wasn't triggered like that, he wouldn't be going after, you know, certain information, trying to say this, trying to say that, trying to bring a nigga down. So, you know, but that's what these suckers do. But for me, it ain't no beef. I'm a real nigga. I said what I had to say, and I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be chasing these mark-ass niggas around here. You know, all these little fake-ass threats these niggas are talking about. I'm not even going to deal on that because now we're talking about little girl shit. You know what I mean? All this other stuff. I still ain't even calling him by his real name or whatever his name is, all that. I don't even move like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Right.
Hold on a second.
And I just
Hey, what up?
okay. I
You
just
coming?
wanted
In
to
that
say,
time? Right now?
thank you guys for
Oh,
coming.
okay. Okay, good. I'm doing an interview right now. Can you come in like 30 minutes? All right. All right, go ahead. No, we good. We good.
Uh, O'Shea. So this what I'm gonna do because I know you gotta go. I'm
No,
going
I
to
got 30
allow
minutes. It's fine.
people to address you one at a time. You guys. Okay. The corrupt author. I'm gonna let him up. I think he wants to say something, so I'm gonna let him up real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, what up? Shout out O'Shea, man. Respect. Shout out Mahogany Roots. Y'all like this
What's up,
video.
man?
What up? What up? But yeah, man. First of all, that center situation, man. Like I say, man, I know a couple millionaires too. I ain't no millionaires trying to sell no t-shirt. But man, milk that situation. This dude paying for YouTube ads. I don't never watch his videos. Just say like use it because a lot of people get on here dissing and people ignore it and they numbers grow and grow and grow. He paying for ads and all this advertising. He trying to be big. Man, go back and forth with him. Not because you care, but that's free promotion and that's getting your name and refreshing you, man. I built and I wanted to address like the negativity and what people respond to. You right, man. I'm my name is Cedric Long. I'm the corrupt author. I built my brand off of I'm not a negative person. I don't like gossiping and stuff, but people, you go up to people and you say, "Hey, I'm a businessman. I got, Port Black business, buy my book." Man, you might sell 11 books, but when I'm an ex-correctional officer, and when I started, like every day I go to work, they talk about rumors, 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 mess, mess, mess. So man, I started getting a tablet, writing all that stuff, and wrote my 3 novels, man. And that was my marketing plan, man. And I've seen like first year I made 17,000, second year 42,000, a little bit more after that. Then COVID kind of shut my numbers down, but man, people responding to that's my whole persona. The corrupt author, they respond to negativity. They want to hear about fights, people bringing drugs into prison, and it's the same thing in the manosphere. So you have to. I sprinkle truth and positivity in that message and what you want to get out, but you got to know what's gonna spread, what's gonna go viral. But I'm gonna get out of here and let y'all have it, man. I ain't trying to take up too much shine. Thank you, Mahogany Roots. You're beautiful. Uh and I love the natural hair, man. I'll be back to your space.
Okay, thank
Thank
you,
you
much,
so
brother.
much. And I want to say before you hop down, I'm so sorry. I wanted to say this to you. I apologize. I didn't recognize your name at first, but then when you hopped up here, I was like, okay. So I met this brother through Chaos Range channel. We're gonna at the end. I'm gonna go ahead and share your channel, okay? But thank you.
Oh no, I'm not a YouTuber. And I actually met Chaos Rain
Weren't
on
you on
one of
Chaos Range?
O'Shea lives. That's how I met Chaos Rain. I was on O'Shea
Okay.
Live. We hooked up from there. But
Oh,
I'm not a YouTuber, man. I just
all
enjoy
right.
y'all's stuff. But I'm a hop out, man. Love to y'all. Y'all keep doing what you do.
Thank you. Peace, brother. Okay, so we got somebody else, Chaos. I think he wants to say something to you.
Well, one question
Hey,
I do want
Chaos.
to ask. Hey, what's good? Hello. I was here earlier. Yes. Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes. What's your views on Clubhouse, O'Shea, from your perspective? You ever mess with it or not?
You know, I know Kevin uses it,
Mm-hmm.
and some of I might get on there, man. Like, but I think it's cool. It's I never use it, but I'm gonna use it like probably like in February. So I might make a clubhouse chat so and then get on there and then take the clubhouse to the YouTube or something. That might be cool. If y'all think I should do that, I'll create one. Yeah, if you think I should do it.
The reason why I asked because I'm in contemplating now because I have an Android, but it's not designed for that. It's designed for the iPhone, and I think I
Mm-hmm.
want iPhone around. And they said that it's good to get it now while it's so-called hot, but once they make it available to the public, it's gonna like be nigger to over a while because a lot of people. So I'm just asking for your perspective, but you never gotten to yet. I might look. I'll check it out. So I'm not sure how.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. But I really don't. But from what I've seen about it, it seemed to be pretty decent. So, I definitely want to talk about that. Yeah.
Okay. Mahogany, you could put me down. When the show ends, we'll talk.
Okay. All right. Thank you for coming up. Alrighty. So, you kind of explained everything, and I just want, because somebody typed in the chat. Oh, you got somebody else that wants to talk to you. So here we go.
What's up, babe?
What's up, baby? I just have a question
Babe
because
didn't like me at first either. She liked me now. She didn't like me at first though.
You know, me and O'Shea used to duke it out in the chat rooms, y'all.
She didn't like me.
But I do have a question because on my channel, I'm doing a lot of talking about leveling up and some of the things, and I don't have anything against the level up coaches. I think that they provide a lot of valuable information, but I do feel that there are a lot of half truths told. Last night, I had D Rail on my channel because I do know that D Rail does hit all the check marks for being a high value man in real life, not just on YouTube. And
No,
I
he's a
also
real
see
deal.
that, yeah, and you also hit the check marks too. And I want you to kind of, just fill us in on what it is that men of your caliber look for in women actually, because there's a lot of misconceptions here between the respect that you guys have for sugar babies and gold diggers and actual women that you would consider long term.
Okay, that's a good question. So let me say, and shout out to my uncle D Darrell, man. I call him my uncle. I really love him. He's a very, he crazy too, but he's a very smart man. He's a very intelligent man. He's our people, so I really got a lot of respect for me. And let me just make this clear before I get into that, Faith. So my stance in the black community. Now I know how the marriage laws is and all that, but it is my idea that black men, in theory, should provide and do things for women. Now women need help. That's my stance. And I know a lot of niggas in the manosphere don't like that about me, but that is my stance. Okay, that it is your job and your duty that black men build communities. Black men supposed to put women in position and children to be successful. That is my position. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, because of the way that the system is, a lot of black women come up without the father there or without a man. So it's hard for a woman that doesn't have, unless she has like a strong grandfather or something like that. If she don't have those type of things, it's hard for her to, be able to appreciate what a guy is. So I'm dealing with what is almost salvageable. Now we do have a lot of sisters that come from 2-parent homes and stuff, but on average, a woman that, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but one of the things is the woman a person that is ambitious. That's one of the main things, because what if you die? Like, forget everything else. What if you die? If you die, can she guide those children into, hey, you need to be able to read the books, you need to go to school, you need to major in this? Is she gonna push that academic success in the child? Is she gonna push the child needs to have good manners? See, those things that a woman has to have. You can't buy that, right? And beauty and femininity. But for me, the number one thing is, where is she at when it comes to being ambitious? Because if the woman is ambitious, then the child can be ambitious. But if the woman is not ambitious, it doesn't matter, if the woman is very feminine, if she's very nice. There has to be some level of ambition for this woman. Some level, right? So that's number one. Because if you die, and because men die before women, and she has to raise those children, how ambitious is she to see that those kids are gonna make it to the end?
Shit.
Well, okay. So that's the number one thing. Then the other things I think can be worked on over time. You know, because a lot of times how feminine a woman can be is how masculine are you. And that's one of the things because I want a woman to submit. And then we talk about the black community because even with you, Faith, like you meet me, I had to kind of like earn your respect, or you had to be able to see how I moved. And this is what black men
Yeah,
have.
it was pretty dicey in the beginning, but yeah, you
Yeah.
did. It took a long time, but you did.
Well, for a lot of black women, it's going to take a lot of time too, in general, and black men have to be okay with that, because anything that's worth having is going to have to be some proof behind your concept. So for women to be able to be in more of a mode to be selected, the men that are high value are very individualistic. This is the reason why, if you always see me bringing on brothers D. Durrell, Kevin Samuels, we're trying to form situations where you can bring a lot more black men together. So if you can bring more black men together that have communities and that can help each other economically, then what you will see is you will see the softening of the women because you can have something to offer her as a group, you know? So a man has to be able to show that he has things that can benefit this lady's life long term, a network, industry. He could put her into an industry. He can help her do this. If she don't need to work, he can do that kind of stuff. So, a man has to be able to show masculinity, okay? Because a lot of behavioral traits that a woman will have, she can be more feminine or more masculine depending on who that man is. So the man has to himself be confident. Now, you got to be able to have a woman that's going to be able to be agreeable to those things. Again, ambition. Does she? If you proven to her, or not proven yourself to her rather, but if you have shown yourself that you're somebody to be trusted, then can she come with your program to be able to say, okay, I see what this man is doing. I see what he has. This is something I want to be a part of. If she takes that next step, then that's a woman that you can deal with. Now, obviously, you're going to deal with a lot of stuff with anybody, but going forward, those are two main things. And you talk about beauty. I think that's really relative depending on the guy. I mean, obviously, if a woman has more kids and their age, that makes it more difficult, obviously. But if you're dealing with really ambition, because that's what's a lot of times ambition is what makes a man can respect you. That don't mean that you got to be cocky with it or that you have to look down. But then also, if that man has shown that he has something to bring to the table as far as leadership, are you able to follow that? Now, if you're able to follow that and he can maintain that composure, then you got something. And then the third thing is the woman, does she have any appreciation for family? Okay, because if a woman has any appreciation for family, then, and I'm not talking about her and her kids, I'm talking about a together family. If she sees the value in it, a lot of black men in today's world are going to have to teach black women the importance of family. And this is the conversation a lot of brothers don't want to have. If a woman's going to stick it through with you for over 20 or 30 years and she hasn't seen that, and you like black women, then you have to be able to show her the importance of family. My mom, I know I'm being long-winded, but my my mom, I've talked about this. My mom don't like Africans, right? She don't like them too much. But when I went to Uganda and I was talking to Faith quite regularly in Kampala, when she had some things we wanted to edit. I adopted some people into my Ugandan family, and I'm real big on family. Like the business that I have right now on YouTube is a family-based business, right? And when you have family, you have people that can help you. You have people that can help you do things, right? You have people that can help open up the door, family and friends. A woman has to be able to understand how important it is to have help, family help, people that have skills and stuff, the family that comes together to stay together. A lot of women don't have that, don't understand that importance. So a lot of black men are going to have to come back and reevaluate the importance of family. And once a woman has the importance of family, being able to have some ambition, everything else, it all plays the same. But a lot of women have to understand the importance of family. So once you can do that, then you could deal with the other stuff. You could deal with here and there, submission and all that, which is going to come with those main three. But I think those are for me. For women don't have no respect for family or don't see the importance of, I can't deal with her.
Outstanding, outstanding. I just have one other question, and then I'm going
Yeah.
to drop down because I don't want to haul the whole stream. Because
Mm-hmm.
you know, O'Shea, you know that I am not a woman that is easily impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it takes a lot to impress me. Do
Mm-hmm.
you hold it against women who are not easily impressed? Because to me, I tell women all the time that you are supposed to make a man earn
Mm-hmm.
your time, and also you're not supposed to just easily give out submission. I
Mm-hmm.
hear a lot of guys talking about submission as if it should be handed out like frisbees or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
submission should be earned the same way that a woman has to earn a man's time and a man's protection and his provision. The man
Mm-hmm.
should also have to earn submission.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your thoughts on that?
I think you're absolutely right. You know, because any woman that's going to submit to a man because he's a man, all niggas gonna do is clown her when he leave her, right? Because that's if any woman submits to a man because he has a penis, that doesn't mean anything. You know, a man has to be able to be the man that a woman wants to be able to submit to. That means that who you say you are, you need to be. A lot of niggas pretend to be something that they're not, and then the woman get disgusted with you because you're not who you said you was. Okay, you're not who you said you was. So you need to be able to say who you are. If you broke, say that. You know. So a lot of brothers got to come out there and be who they say they are. Because again, a lot of guys try to impress women, but you know, that's a lot of niggas that got money. That's a lot of niggas who have cars and things like that. But do you have counsel? You know, a lot of things about being a man or even being a good woman. Like if you think about good woman will do the best thing a good woman will do for a man is to give you good counsel. That's the real important. Women, the real good woman has wisdom. A woman will tell you, don't do that. You should do it like this. You know, don't think about it like that. You should have you thought about it this way. That's a really see a lot of guys discount that from women. A man's job is to give also counsel. Is to give some sort of wisdom. So women shouldn't are not going to be easily impressed by just you because you have this, you have that. You know, a lot of guys get all that stuff and they're still insecure, and women can see that. So, you know, I think what guys have to do is to stand on who they really are. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money, right? If you're working on it, you don't working on it, right? Right. But if you are who you are, a woman can respect that. And if a woman can respect who you are, then she can go further to accept or love. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of guys in today's manosphere, you know, there are brothers out there who feel like a woman should be able to just, you know, respect you because you have a penis or because you're a man. And I'm sorry, it's just not that's not how it works. And a lot of black men in the black community don't get the respect because you know people have to see your work. People have to see your efforts. People have to see you doing things as a man. That's the most important thing that a man got to do. People got to see you doing shit. Okay, I don't care Pookie and Ray Ray, educated Ronnie, any of those guys who do something in the black community. Women gonna look for come checking for you. Brothers have to always show that they are progressing, doing something in the community that they serve. And if you can do that, you will get a lot of the cooperation. You will get what you. It's easier. But if you're a guy that's not showing that you can do things, then obviously, why would a woman deal with you? You have to be able to show that you're doing something.
You know, one thing, O'Shea, it goes back to a man should always be productive. That's my motto. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
a lot don't understand that the complaints of black community rather what women choose who they want to mess with. The men up here, especially men, have been always preaching that men are on some purpose and some productivity, and that's one thing they try to lay out. A lot of women have the pushbacks, which is okay, but that's what the men that said it on something trying to give a different perspective, outlook, how we should
Mhm.
do things as community, you know, whether it's good or not. And the way how they go about it has to bring the alarm and the attention to the whole collective. You know, that's why it's such hated now. You know personally, Osha, because you've been in with this master for a while now. You know, how the progression goes, whether people like it or not, they're setting the narrative to really push back in there and always preach to even the dudes that are not productive. They always let the women know and everyone tell them. You get me?
Mhm.
So
I want to give thank you guys for your points of views, everything. I want to give Sir Ism Jack. I want to give my brother a chance to speak to O'Shea. Welcome, Sir Ism.
How you doing, Miss Mahogany?
I'm doing good.
Appreciate you. Let me pull up, sister. Brother Oshay Duke. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, family? How you doing, man?
Oh man, salute to you, big. Salute to you, player. Much respect. I want you to give me a little advice
Yes,
on
sir.
a new up and coming YouTuber in the game. What advice would you have for me to keep my thing in order, brother?
Okay. What is the what's the channel about?
My channel was just about male empowerment and female femininity.
Okay. So
You
male
know,
empowerment and female femininity.
yeah, and then I have my laugh and my jokes. I got my shtick, you know what I mean, and I'm trying to bring brothers together, with the sisters and working together. So I like to have fun. A lot of these big head sisters, they want a man, but they don't even go get a pot and a pan. You understand me? A lot of these brothers, they be wanting women to submit, but they ain't nothing to submit to. I'm the coldest in the game. I'm ism. So you know what I mean? I just be performing, having a good time, and just trying to bring the ladies around, let them have a perspective on what's going on with the men. Cause then you get men coming in here, all these women should submit, these women, and they be capping. They ain't getting no women. We don't like fat women, but they go home to Hannah Han and Linda Loshan. Okay, so they need to stop lying. So I'm trying to bring a little humor and bring people together, and let's have families if that's what you want. I don't like single mothers. Hey, brother, come on now. If you 40, you probably gonna get a woman with a child. Come on, brother. If she treats you right, quit worrying about all that. I only like 8.5s, brother. It's a 6 that like you. So that's my kind of thing. What do you feel, some good points that I could, use in my YouTube little career I got going for a couple of months here, brother O'Shea.
What's the name of the channel?
Sir Ism, baby. And that's just my thing, I'm out, I'm out there.
you might have put in the chat or the private chat so you could click the link.
I don't even know.
No, I'm on here. Is it the Macosphere?
Macosphere,
The
man.
Mac
That's
is
me.
great. And it's hot. It's fire. It is. And he's hilarious. He really is.
I can tell. The thing is that when I look at your channel,
I want to give it to me, raw and funky, baby.
yeah, when I look at your channel, I don't know what your channel is about. So what I see is Macosphere episode 17. I see air fried flavored jack. I see YouTube sim characters. So like, if I'm a person that comes to your channel, I'm thinking like, what are you talking about? Like, you explain to me what this is about. But if I'm coming to your channel, I don't know that this is what you're trying to do.
Okay.
What it looks like to me is that you're a person that whatever you feel like you want to put up there, you just gonna throw it up. Like like eating live, 50-second video. She can only be 9.1 at best. So I'll have a hard time understanding like what the content is about, and it doesn't seem like you have organized, your stuff on like playlists, and like the way that you explain the channel to me, it sounds like a good channel, but when I look at your content, I don't feel that. What it seems like square holes, or it seems like it's like a pimp channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
And
a Mac. That P word is a dirty word in the game. So, we're just doing some macking. I want brothers to just, feel self-assured and just put it down on a woman. Stop being so wimpish around here, O'Shea. That's what I'm trying to do.
I feel all that, but like that's what I would think if I had. Cause see, the thing about it is when you come to somebody's channel, you shouldn't have to guess what it is. Like if you go to my channel, Oshay Duke Jackson, you know that it's about celebrities or it's celebrities on there. So it makes it harder for the algorithm to find you. Then also the thumbnails, that will help you, and then also your titles will help you. Like 3 hustles in 3 minutes. So, like if you have a channel about like, let's say if you really want to bring black men together, then that should be maybe a how-to. Like a lot of the titles that people are gonna look at if it's not trending, how, why, where, the kind of things, how to, why don't we, those kind of things. So the titles that you should have, like all your episodes, you have Macosphere episode 17. Macosphere episode 15. What you should probably do is put all that in a playlist and then have the title like, what is the title about? Is it about dudes who hate on single moms? Because when YouTube promotes this video out, some people are gonna be like, Macosphere, like, what the fuck is that? So they're not gonna click on it. You understand? So you need to be able to be more organized in what your content is about. And you might be able to start with a YouTube trailer video, which is, it's popular. I have to work on a new one for mine. It's like, yo, when people come to your channel, this is what my channel is about. So if somebody watch your intro to your video, then people know. Even in your about you section, male empowerment and female femininity, fun and laughter, 100% real, we'll talk trio, cash app, thanks, family, salute. Yeah, I can see that there. But your content, when I'm looking at it, I wouldn't be able to look at your about you and what I'm seeing on your videos is not. It doesn't seem like it's the same concept. It seems like that's totally different. So you need to be able to organize. It seems like your strategy is very off. So you need to come back and look at your strategy and see, like for example, LAR Movement. Me and him got a show called The Brother Pill, and when we do The Brother Pill every year, we make sure that in our videos, you know exactly what we're talking about on that episode. And even though it's The Brother Pill, but we put it under the playlist, so you know that it's that. But the title is what we're dealing with. And then also, because I think you got the personality, look at the, understanding like making shorter content, because a lot of this is streams. So I was telling Faith the same thing. Like a lot of people, 6 hours, okay. 4 hours, okay. Now you do have 3 minutes, that's cool. But a lot of times in building a channel, we want to be in between the 7 to 15-minute videos. That's where you really do a lot of your damage at, which is good title, good thumbnail, good description between 7 and 15 minutes. Because if I'm a person, I come in and see the Macosphere, this is a 6 hour and 10-minute video. I'm like, and I might be the best video in the world. I'm like, man, this is 6 hours and 10 minutes. Like, I don't have 6 hours and 10 minutes to watch for this. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to be able to build like your strategy, how to bring black men and women together. Why, brothers? Okay, like you just told me, you want an 8.5, but you can only get a 6. That right there is a good topic. I would take what you just said, and me and you can run that on my channel together, and it'll be a hit. Why? Because I'm gonna take that title, I'm gonna make the thumbnail, and in 25 minutes, that me and you will make that video to get 20, 30,000 views. Because that's how that algorithm works. So succinct titles, thumbnails, and then try to also shorten up your content too. And also, like one of the things that I don't do live stream so much anymore. But if you look at some of the videos that I do pre-recorded videos on StreamYard between 20 and 30 minutes. So I come with a good thumbnail. We'll send it to post-production. You ain't have to do that. But 20 and 30 minutes, you can, also build a community around your content with just a good topic, and boom, within 30 minutes, you're done. So within like 6 hours, you spent 6 hours on the stream. You could have spent like that time chopping up episodes. Let's say if it's evergreen, and evergreen means you could use it at any time. If you take one day and you just do pre-recorded content like cut. Yeah, this episode, that episode, right? So then you can come back and post one episode on Tuesday, one episode on Wednesday, one episode on Thursday, another episode on Friday, so that you could be able to stay in people's faces with that evergreen content or however you want to do it. Like when me and LAR do the Brother Pill tonight, we're going to do 2 shows, right? And we're going to do 2 shows on one stream, but we're going to cut the show, and we're going to have one show edited, boom, another show edited, boom, and then one show will go on one day, another show will go on another day. So a lot of things you have to do on the back end in your channel dashboard is it's like having a store. You need to have content available for your store every day, and the store is the people who consume it. So you need to have this content. You know what I'm saying? And I would say this: I'm kind of against like the person who does. Some people do it. They have a long live stream and then chop it up. That's cool, but eventually people get tired of that. So produce content that's not a part of those streams to stay relevant in the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So be able to create content that's valuable, that brings value. You can use it in your community to come on and do it, and stay focused on that. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 15 minutes. Look at Alpha Male Strategies. Look at Stefan Klinkskills. Look at me. Everybody who gets a lot of views, what do we use? The 8 to 15 minute content.
Okay. Okay. Oh man, I appreciate it. I'm gonna talking about pre-record. I'm gonna rewind this and play it again. Jack, I'm gonna play it again. I'm the coldest in the game. I'm the new O'Shea. I'm BGS. I'm Angry Man all in one. I'm the coldest in the game. I got my own spear. I got my own pill.
Right.
I want to say this too, O'Shea. I've been rocking with Surism. I saw him over in DJ Kudas. They're a faithful team, and I want to say this: he hasn't been on long. He's only been on a couple of months, 2-3 months. So he's moving, and he's got the following because he's very entertaining. But it's definitely in the pre-record. So I'm learning that also. So it's good that you can give information, give advice and take advice. That's a part of being mature. So yeah.
And I just want to thank you, Mahogany. Let me pull up. And I want to say, Brother O'Shea, man, salute to you, man. You one of the OGs in the game, man. I always salute the OGs and whatever I'm doing, man. You understand me? These young players, they hate on the OGs. They be talking about, you old niggas. I say, well, you going to be a dumb nigga if you don't want to be an old nigga. What's wrong with you, big head niggas? So I'm trying to keep these players together. And, man, I appreciate you, man. If you ever had a time, man, look me up. I'm around here, and I'm the coldest in the game. I'm not even a nigga. I am a cyborg.
Okay.
I'll see you players later, man. Thank you, Mahogany. Appreciate you, O'Shea. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching, weaving it up, sanding it up. What?
I like this guy. I like that guy. He's entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, O'Shea, you
go
about
ahead.
to go, O'Shea? I don't know if you're gonna go,
What's
O'Shea,
up?
because you're gonna go in a minute because it's almost 30 minutes. That's what's checking. Cause I know your time is valuable. I think that's pretty much good for everybody.
How long have I been here for? About an hour?
Hour
And 17 minutes. Well, there was one, but I think I waited too long. I know Gold
Wait,
Professor.
who is it?
It was Gold Professor. Gold Professor, are you still in the building? He told me he had to leave, but if you're still here, Gold Professor, he'll wait for you. He was the one who asked that awesome question in the very beginning about being if it's a male space. Yeah. Go, Professor, if you can, just for a second. You don't even have to come on camera. If you can, he's willing to wait for you. I apologize it took me so long. But
Yeah, funny. Oh, I hear it. Hold on, that's not me. Yeah, the under 15 minutes is a good start. I always been contemplating that lately. One thing I started doing now is when I do my little interviews and stuff, I might just chop it up for like under 10 minutes and just have like a sneak peek.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably the best thing I can go about because usually I don't talk long if I have to my own live streams, but usually I could keep it less than that, depending on what I'm trying to discuss. I'll try that route more. That's why I was trying to shoot this year with this season on my channel to throw a little pre-records here up there, just for sake because I like doing like these lengthy streams. I try to cut it as much as possible. I can't. I don't know how people could do 3 to 6, 8 hours. I can't do it. I just get drawn out after the first 2 hours. But that's just me.
no.
Well, O'Shea, I did want to ask you because you have a lot of energy, and I know that with school and everything else, there isn't a whole lot of time, and I'm very, very impressed, especially with your time management skills. Can you drop a little game and knowledge about how you manage to have the time to make these awesome streams that you do?
Okay, so and Faith, that's a good question because I was telling Faith when I first started. I think Faith was thinking about getting into celebrity at the time too, but so when you're doing something like content manufacturing, that's what I do. Because what YouTube is like, the algorithm is such that, and even on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the more that you can post, the more you can get subscribers, the more that you can earn.
Okay.
That's what it is. So what is the simplest way that a person can build a system where they can produce the content manufacturing at the least amount of time and make the most amount of money. Okay. So at least in my situation. So for me, and I want to kind of go back to the first time I went to Kampala. So the thing about it is, in Poland, I couldn't get now. Number one, we kind of go back to that. Anybody ever hear me mention a person named Dima on my episodes? Anybody ever hear me talk about Dima?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I wonder
so
if that's
I'm.
a real character.
What'd you say?
A real character, Dima. It's a real character, Dima.
Dima's the editor. He's one of them.
Okay.
So Dima was my first guy, and I always want to talk about the importance of building a team when you're in, content manufacturing, content production, video production. So I met Dima on a website at the time called Odesk, which is now called Upwork.com. Okay. So Upwork.com works as a co-working space that's online, and you can get people from all across the world to work with you on your projects. I was doing pretty good. My content was good based off the information that I had, but I couldn't get into some of the celebrity stuff, the entertainment, because I couldn't edit, and I just didn't. I wasn't going to be able to get into that. It would take too much of my own personal time. So when I was making money on YouTube at that time, I was maybe making like $5,000 or $6,000 a month, $7,000 a month, which was still very good money to be living in Poland. So the first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to know where my content could go, because I was looking at other people to see where it could go. I was looking at other channels that were really good, and I know that I wanted to get there. So the first thing I needed to do was I needed to invest in somebody that had that talent. And the first person I know that met that talent was Dima. So what I did was I went to Upwork. I put up a job for editor. At the time, I was running a vlog on my Oshay Vlogcast channel, and he was the guy that I hired. He applied for the job. He showed me his previous edits. I really liked what he could do. It was like 30 or 40 people applied, and then he became a guy I started working with part-time. Then from there, he developed like my intros for me. He developed like my outros. And then from there, we started going into more concepts like the thirst box, hit the wall and still entitled. And then when I was in Kenya in 2018 with Wode Maya, I met a guy by the name of Satati that was working with Dr. Mubi at the time. And when he left for DSTV, he was there for an internship. And when he came back, she already had somebody else, so he didn't have a job. But I was talking with him, and he was really, really talented, right? So then I brought him in. So then what ended up happening was after that, I had Quasi and I had Kim, and then I had Peter. So I end up accumulating 5 guys over time. And once we figured out how celebrity worked, it was just an audio in Adobe Audition, send the audio, put the pictures in the videos, let Dima do the thumbnail. He does all the thumbnails, send it back. So that was the quickest way to do a lot of episodes at one time, so I could block out 2 hours at a time, and I could knock out those episodes. So then we started doing the filming, like here in my green screen. I'll take my tripod, my guy come back, he'll come over, we'll shoot the episode. I know what I'm gonna do. We'll knock them out. I'll put them on Google Drive, out. So it was pretty much understanding how content manufacturing worked and how I can get this episode done out to the editor. Because once I get it out to the editor, I know I'm good. I can put the instructions down, get it out to the editor. And then, so for those people that in Africa, they didn't have computers or PCs. So I bought every guy that worked for me their own PC as a gift. We built each one of them a PC. At
Wow,
about
outstanding.
$3,500. Yeah, because we was making so much money. So I just gave it to him. Boom, here's your start. Boom, 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 boom. Because it ain't going to be like, nah, it's my PC. You can go ahead and keep it. Because you're going to be producing content for me anyway. So then that kept it, right? And so then every guy added its own spin, and we got every guy trained on each. Like I have Dusty News. Everybody can edit Dusty News. I have Kinganda News. I have Celebrity Junk. Hit the Wall Still Entitled. The Brother Pill podcast, interviews. So all of the stuff on my strategy, all my editors can edit it. And they all can edit it at different times, meaning that Dima is a person who works at night. But Peter is a person who, what'd you say?
Let me interject real quick, Oshay, because Dima edited my intro that I use on my channel now. I finally am able to put it on my channel. And one of the things that I noticed, because working with Dima, I had the pleasure of working with him behind the scenes. I learned that you can have the best editor in the world, but if you don't know what you want, there's not a whole lot that your editor can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to learn that with working with Dima, because me and Dima, we were bumping his behind the scenes. He was like, "Hey, you got this really good concept, but your stuff will look better if you do this. What do you want as far as your concept?" And
Mm-hmm.
it really, really had to dawn on me that, when you're working with other people as a content creator, you really have to be able to guide your team. And I
Mm-hmm.
see that you guide your team very well. And I just want to say kudos and shout out to you, because you're a good leader, and also you have the talent and ability to spot others that are talented. And so I just want to say thank you so much, and also thank you for allowing me to work with Dima. You guys are awesome.
He's good, huh?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and so like also let me say this for people who want to get into the content business. Like once you get your first guy, get one guy, and like she said, once you know what you want to do, because editing is important. I run Dima's the only person that uses Sony Vegas, but we all run Adobe Premiere Studio. Hey Ingrid, we all run Adobe Premiere Studio, which means I pay for the Adobe cloud package, Premiere, After Effects. We all use that, right? So everybody uses Adobe except for Dima uses Sony Vegas. So once we get Adobe, I make sure that every guy has, because sometimes what might happen is in Uganda there might be a power outage. So say for example, last week, the President Museveni cut off the internet for a week during the elections. Right. So once that happens, then I know I got a guy in Kenya that can work. I got Dima. So if you have a situation where because guys work at different times. Peter gets up around 6 a.m. So if I can knock out my episodes and get him into his queue, when he wakes up at 6 a.m, he can start to work on it. Satati, he's my main guy, him and Demon. Satati's my main guy because he shoots video and he edits. He did Minister Jap's intro. If you ever see Minister Jap's intro, that's Satati. So I know when my guys wake up and when they do and when they want to receive work. So I know that if they want to receive work, when they get up, they can get up and they can get at it and they can get on with their day. So when I get in, all I got to do is download the video, put it up, thumbnail, boom, we in the game. So it takes time to get to that. But obviously by listening to me, if you kind of see how our system works, Satati, he has like a whiteboard, like episode. And then let's say, for example, response videos or whatever, where, there are certain times they got to cut the video off. You have to send an email like at this time, stop the video, put this in. At that time, stop the video, put that in. Like YouTube content creation is real distinct. So if you have something and you're working with somebody, if they may make a mistake. Like I just did a Kevin Samuels response video and Dean made a big mistake. We had to re-render that, do it again, and fix a mistake, then play it. But 99% of my videos now, they're so good, I don't have to watch them before we put them up. So that frees up my time because obviously you have to wait for those guys to get good. Because, when you have Adobe Premiere, because a lot of these guys in Africa, they didn't have their own machine. So they were not fast at first. It might take them 4 hours with Celebrity Junk. But once you have the machines with them, now they can do a Celebrity Junk in an hour instead of doing it for 4 hours. So you want to make sure their efficiency gets up. So if their efficiency gets up, they can do more work, right? And you can do more. The more you get, you can make more money. So that's how it works. So and the answer to your whole total question is now I can manage my time better because I failed OBGYN last year. I passed it this year, but I failed it last year because, for example, somebody was like, "Can you come to my podcast, bro? I want you to come." And I was always telling somebody yes, whatever. Then I was doing the Sunday Rumble. It was, I didn't have a system set up, so I was burnt out. I was burnt out from this and school, so I failed. But this time, now I know I get up, I need to do the work. I can go immediately into studying or what I got to do. And then, I have a lot more time now, but I have more help. So that's how you can free yourself up. You need editors. And in this YouTube game, if you want to go far, you need production. You need production team.
So O'Shea, it's the same thing with Andre Sihaja had when you and him had the same conversation last year about, depending on what you bring or money you bring, maybe going to a third party like the Africa to get the same work done for very much affordable will probably the best route for a lot of us content creators, since we don't really have the time, but we do have the little money that will stretch far. in another country. I'm gonna have to email you because I'm gonna have to figure out how to go around that. But we'll talk more about that in the email, hopefully.
Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is,
Yeah.
even on Upwork, guys need to look at Upwork, because Upwork, you can test for Adobe Premiere, you can test for Photoshop, all that. You can get people on Fiverr. You can get people, and you can grow. Like, for example, when Tati came to work for me, when Dima came to work for me, Dima was like not getting as much. Dima might make like $1,500 a month now. The other guy makes a little bit more because he shoots video.
Mm-hmm.
So in Uganda, we were not able to go and film a project in the same day. Now we can film a project. They can do like a whole podcast by themselves, and I ain't even there. So that's why he gets paid a little bit. But Dima might make like $1,500, $1,600 certain months, and I'm building Dima his own PC right now, $2,000. So those two guys earn me a lot of money. But look at the. But it wasn't. They worked with me, right? So when I wasn't making that much money, they were still rocking with me. And as I started making more money, then we upped everybody up.
And they got a gaming desktop. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I tell people many times the importance of, if you're going to deal with any PC laptop, you must get a game one. I have two. I talked to one IT dude, and he told me what I need to do certain things, and I fall through because I had one game PC. I bought another one. And I'm telling you right now, these things are very powerful. It's more than used for games because they're designed to take a punch for the keyboard, the mouse. So if you're going to do either OBS or streaming, your best bet is to spend that 1,000 or more on a game laptop. And I know a lot of niggas won't hear that because a lot of people feel that that's so much money. No, if you're going to do this YouTube thing, you better get the best performance computer out here. This is not no joke.
What's the best gaming laptop in your opinion for content creation?
I mean, well, I'll say this. It could be either one. If you get any laptop, it should have roughly 3 gigahertz. Anything that's 2.5 is good. You want to get a terabyte hard drive. If you're not doing no editing, get that. And you must have at least 16 gigs or more RAM. And most laptops do carry that now. But I'm telling you, it's going to cost, you're going to be hitting like 15 to $2K, depending if you can get a decent deal. But you're going to spend it over $1. So you're going to spend more as much as you buy a MacBook for a gaming PC. So if you're thinking of investing on a laptop or a desktop for streaming, I would recommend get just a game laptop. Just follow the criteria. You want something that's 3 gigahertz chip, roughly close to 16 gigs of RAM or more, and a terabyte hard drive. I don't really advocate 500 because nowadays things require more space. I got one that's 500, but I got one that's a tera with, I think, 24 gigs of RAM. I had to install extra RAM stick on this laptop. So when you add more RAM, you're gonna see the difference, because when you open the windows, like you see Obsidian, you see he has like roughly 30 windows up, and the computer still moves fast, efficient, because it requires memory, RAM, to do all that. So I advise, if you're looking for streaming and all that, live streams and all that stuff, get that. And you're gonna see a difference. Trust me on this. I've seen a difference.
You guys, okay. You guys, I'm going to because I know he has to go. I'm going to wind things down, but I do appreciate all you guys for coming. I've got a little something, if you guys don't mind sticking around, for you guys at the end. But Oshay, I just want to say I really appreciate you coming over here. You know, you're welcome over here, anytime. I'm not gonna lie, I was so excited to have you over here, and just so you guys know, me and Sir Ism will be doing something soon, a little bit later on, if y'all want to check that out. So that's really all I have. And Faith and Chaos, y'all know how I feel about y'all. Just stick around a little bit later. I want you guys, most of the people over here are YouTubers. So if you see new people, snatch them up, drop your links in the chat before you get out of here, okay? Oshay, do you have any closing words?
No, I really thank you. Like, I was like a little nervous. I'm like, man, it's always gonna be somebody weird that come on and like talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I do those things. That's why I'd be like hesitant to do. I'm like, man, I don't feel like dealing with the But I do appreciate all of you for being so nice to me. Because Black YouTube, I know I got a lot of haters out here. But if I could, I got to shoot some episodes like right now. I got an interview with Winner of the Heat. She's waiting on me right now at the same time as my guy is coming up. I booked, so I overstayed my. I went
I'm
over.
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So I got 2 people that's waiting on me right now. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so definitely, I'll definitely be back, especially as I get more situations. So thank you so much for having me, and anybody that needs me, Faith, Faith don't give nobody my number, but y'all got I can reach my email.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. I'm really so. It was a really nice time over here. I really felt at peace for once over here, like you do. I didn't have to fight today. I didn't have to
I know.
fight me. I was like, ah, here we go with the bullshit. But no, it wasn't like that.
We're
Thank you
Team
so much.
O'Shea over here. Like we're Team O'Shea over here for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I thank you so much. And so, guys, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
All
Respect.
right. Thanks,
Peace.
O'Shea. Respect.
Peace. Thank you guys. You guys, I'm gonna drop you down. But
Mm-hmm.
thank you guys for hopping up and making this conversation. Because y'all know I'm short and to the point. But y'all had some great questions. I'm gonna share a little video and then that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'm
All right. Peace.
I'm me the back check. Go.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, Mahogany. You know I always love being on your channel. So
I adore
I'm
you. You know that. I went back and watched that live. If y'all haven't seen Faith Factor, like I said, I'm gonna allow you guys to drop your links. But if you haven't seen Faith Factor, she had a live with Love Wisdom. It was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you. And
You're
there are
welcome.
more to come. More to come.
Yeah. Okay. Peace, y'all. Okay. So, oh lordy, hold on a second, y'all. Okay, I'm up here. So let me just say, I know a lot of y'all came over to support O'Shea, and that's what I wanted. I appreciate that. Welcome to everybody in the chat. If I didn't get to you, I'm sorry. Hi, Gino. All of you guys, it's too many of y'all for me to go through because I'm gonna wrap this up. I've got another live to do. But I appreciate you guys coming through. I just wanted O'Shea to have a chance over here. He said it, but to just put out his point of view, kind of clear his name, and he did that. Everybody knows that I absolutely adore O'Shea. If you don't know, now you know. So it was good. I'm happy with it. Y'all know I like to do a little music, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna say deuces to you guys. Okay? If it's your first time over here, let me tell you how things go over here. Um, yes, I'm down for the shenanigans, but when I do my interviews, I'm really not. So how I usually do after I interview the person, I let you guys chime in at the end one by one. But everybody that was up here, I pretty much know, so I know they're gonna be respectful. But you can rock. We don't really time anybody out over here unless it's blatant disrespectful. Um, After I've seen you in the chat a couple times, 2 to 3 times, you get a wrench. And that's how things go. So let me see if I can share this video with y'all. A little something, something in dedication of the goat. Don't do this to me. Come on. Oh Lord, what's the problem? Hold on, you guys. tried. I'm not even going to go through it. It would not be Mahogany Roots and MJ without technical difficulties from the person who doesn't know what they're doing. We'll have to do that another time. Thanks to all my guests. Thank you to Mr. Oshay. Thank you guys for coming through. Peace. I'll see you guys later with another video.